Okay, now it works perfectly.
Susan, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Susan.
So, okay,
I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly. Thank you so much. So now I am super excited to introduce you to our next speaker. This is Naomi Kempfer. Naomi is an expert in the field of 3D printing in fashion and also creative director at Stratasys.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. You're
Susan?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you perfectly. You're fine. So can you also
Hello?
Yes. It's all good. I can hear you, Naomi. Can please let us know in the chat if you also can hear Naomi. Can someone please in the general chat just drop a message if the audio is both fine for me and for Naomi? Yes. Okay. So everyone hears us perfectly. That's great. I will quickly send a chat message to Naomi.
Okay, so you can hear me. For some reason, I'm not able to see you.
Okay.
And I cannot hear you.
Okay, that is weird. And just send her a message that she can start. So I just sent Naomi a message. She will start right away,
So
but
I
she
will
does
share the
not
presentation.
hear me. So I will get back, and I hope everything will be fine.
Just let me know if you can see this. I have no way of knowing. I cannot hear you. Can you hear me? Can you see? Okay. Okay, so I will tell you a little bit about what we're doing at Stratasys. We started the project of 3D printed fashion already a time ago. I'm going to share a little teaser with you just as an intro. So, working for Stratasys as creative director, I had the honor to collaborate with a few great designers, among them Iris van Herpen, who in fact started together with us this research into 3D printing on textiles. My colleague Boris Belokon had just discovered that he's able to 3D print polyjet on textile, and we launched this adventure together with Iris, and with this haute couture dress, we opened up a game of new possibilities. So this was 2018. This was followed by a collection in 2019 with Julia Kerner and with 3 as 4, who also worked with us on a series of dresses that enjoys the lenticular structure. Here's a little video about this project.
Our approach was very different this time. 3D printing has been used in fashion for years. This time, it's a different approach because the printing is going on the surface of the fabric.
What we want to do with this project is allow the textile to carry the 3D print like a fish would carry its scales on its skin. Promorpho collection is talking about color and morphology. How does color change through movement?
We started to research different butterflies. We were fascinated with the iridescent touch of the patterns and geometry of the butterflies.
How do animals and insects in nature use their skin and use their movement in order to generate color? When you zoom into these insects and animals, you discover they don't use pigment, they use a microscopic structure. Nature has a morphology solution to generate the color.
Stratasys was really interested in exploring the idea of a lenticular lens. It's a small, plastic, translucent dome that bounces light through the lens in a way that if you look from one angle, you see a certain color, and if you look from a different angle, you see a different color. In this case, since we're printing in this cellular method on a fabric, we're able to print a lenticular lens as a whole collection of little islands, of little pieces on a piece of fabric, so it's fully articulated and flexible. Each of these prints has thousands of little cells. The overall garment is made of 100 to 200,000 lenses on it.
The way that it is put together is completely traditional, with a sewing machine and with binding and with a zipper in the back.
It's like a puzzle. You have to put all the pieces together.
But the textile itself is completely new.
We truly believe that integrating 3D printing, even in very thin and fine layers with the textile, we're able to have solutions that are very appealing for the fashion world. There's another dress that we're going to show at the Philadelphia Art Museum. This is a collaboration with Julia Kerner, another version of our game with butterflies and insects. Next year, we will launch 2 other evening dresses with Zahachid Architects and with Mary Oxman. And more other designers will join the creatives that work with us on this theme. So in 2022, in fact, we launched our 3D printer that specializes in 3D printing on textile. The printer is called Textile. I'm going to show here a couple of other projects we've done with this technology in collaboration with Julia Kerner. Julia was interested in the urban manufacturing question. What happens when I email somebody my dress? are they able to print it locally, and how are they going to assemble this? And Julia suggested a puzzle-like structure for her dress, the Arid collection. Other projects show that with polyjet printing, we're really able to play with what I call techno materials, different materials that we are familiar with in the market. So stone with glass. This is a candy-like structure that looks like coral, that looks a little bit like crystals. We're able really to combine also traditional technology. Here we see embroidery combined together with 3D print, crystal-like structure. And we're also able to print on top of different substrate materials. This is a project done by our partner Dylon and the Woolmark company. Different visual expressions. We work also with leather and different types of semi plant-based leather, microfiber-based leather, and different art expressions that are then done with our technology. Our technical team has been looking this year really into understanding the different mechanical properties of the connection with a textile. We're even able to connect our 3D print to net structures, to different surfaces of velvets, and of course, denim. This has a lot of interesting consequences for the market. What will happen in the future of high-end fashion, since we're really able to play with a lot of different design expressions on a wide array of new materials. We aim towards the high-end fashion market, so you will see the 3D print being expressed on handbags, high-end fashion, shoes, haute couture, dresses. For sure, these are coming up into the market. The next project we want to look at is a direct garment, to be able to revive old garments and allow the user or the brand to pimp these up together with a direct-to-garment, a 3D print. That's a project that we will launch this year and celebrate further. I'm going to skip the more details about the different materials and maybe look a little bit at the 3D printer that we have. Our printer is allowing a surface of 36 by 46 centimeter print substrate. We use an acrylate-based material, and our setting is consolidating these photosensitive materials with a UV light. Some more information about the technology I will skip today, and maybe also talk about the adhesion properties. The adhesion that we have to the textile is mechanical, so we always look at the different fibers of the textile, and we are always setting our print parameters to fit the different textiles so that we are able to cover a broad variety of textiles suited for the fashion market. We can go into detail about this a little bit later. Looking at the watch, maybe would be good to leave some time for questions. I'm just gonna skip through these. Just to mention, also for the market, we are looking at the different standards and applying also with these standards so that it is possible to launder the textiles with a 3D print, and we have passed different rubbing tests, corrosion tests, and fatigue tests relevant for this technology. I will stop the presentation here. I hope that I can hear you and that I can return to the presentation.
Can you see and hear me now,
Oh,
Naomi?
now I can hear and see you, finally. That was
Perfect. That's wonderful.
a bit strange to start this way. Okay. So
I
I thought,
know, but you managed so well. I guess there may be some networking problems in the background.
okay, good. I'm happy
And
that you were able to see.
if you're ready, then we can start with the Q&A part.
Let's do that.
Let's do it. Okay, the first question is like 3 questions in a row. So I just ask it, and I can repeat parts of it. So, how experienced are your clients in the art and design with leveraging 3D printing? Are they able to exploit the full potential of the technology? How important is design for AM education in the fashion industry?
Wow. This is a wonderful question. First of all, it's true. This is very novel for the fashion market, and we know that the fashion market is quite traditional. We see that sometimes there is a certain gap in the utilities in the brands. We don't often find the designers that specialize with 3D. Fashion market is usually about patterns, pattern cutting, which is a very 2D design process. But we see this growing, and we've been in this field now since 2018. Also, with our partners, that they're involving a lot more 3D designers. We see that in the design schools and fashion schools, these contents are being integrated. We're also investing greatly together with our partners to guide fashion schools and to enable this content early on in the education so that the next generation of fashion designers does have the 3D background. Also, we involve designers that don't necessarily have a fashion background to collaborate with fashion designers on the 3Ds so that these contents become available. So there's a very beautiful interdisciplinary integration. We see our brands leaning on our partners that already have the experience. Our partners are learning from designers that have the 3D experience, growing trend in this capacity. Another very exciting point on this topic for the future, there is a growing realization of artificial intelligence that might allow to close the gap of 3D design, the possibility that will come up in the future, where we would be able to design not necessarily by 3D software, but by prompting our design wishes together with the AI and generate data this way. So there's a lot of fascinating activity in the market and in the design market.
Okay, Naomi just broke up. We'll see if she is coming back. I'm persistent. I just wait. Yeah, Naomi, there you are. Great.
Okay.
We definitely have some network problems going on. Unfortunately, we could not hear your last 20 seconds. So I just suggest I continue with the next question.
Yes, okay.
So next question for you is, how many designer projects do you support each year?
So this varies quite a lot, and our team is also growing dramatically. We both work with our partners and different brands that our team of application engineers support. I'm focusing on the collaborations that we can showcase that are done directly with Stratasys, but it is mainly our partners that work with the different brands, different couture designers and fashion designers. This year, we are going to do a collaboration with Karim Rashid, with Ross Lovegrove, Marcel Wanders, hopefully Zaha Hadid, Asa Shuach, and a couple of other wonderful designers. So it varies. I think we'll have different, about 10 collaborations that we'll officially communicate about, but behind the scenes, we're working on many other projects, both in automotive, in fashion, interior furniture. So these are all done as manufacturing for different brands. I recommend to look into the market and see what's coming up and try to guess how it was made and if it was made with our technology.
Naomi, one more question. It's coming from Galina, and Galina is asking, how do you handle the expectations of designers? Are they able to technically describe what they need, or do you require to invest some time to translate their requirements to technical specifications?
I'm not sure that I understand the question. I'm not sure that I understand the question.
I think,
How are they able to manage their expectations?
and if she's also asking if they are able to technically describe what they need, or if it takes you a lot of time to first translate their needs into technical specifications. Is it?
So this is a very difficult to understand question. When a design project is launched, we of course talk about the technology. We talk about how to approach the design and how to create a design that can be realized. So this is done, of course, in dialogue, so that there's always a meeting of expectations and a deeper understanding of the technology and how to approach the technology and how to succeed in the best possible way. There are a lot of examples that we offer to designers so that they have a lot of inspiration and a certain platform of ideas that they can start with. Our aim is also to generate more software tools that designers can play with and make it easier for designers to enter and to participate in this technology. So these are some of the tools that we offer, but this is of course always done in dialogue, so it's quite easy to come and match the criteria to success with the technology.
And I guess if there are more questions for you, then you are probably hanging around today at TIPE, and people can meet you at the networking slot later on.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. So Naomi, thank you so much for sharing your insights with us. That was super interesting, especially because you are like from an like a non-industrial background. It's great to see that the applications are so varying so widely. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the TIPE conference.
Thank you so much.